Hello, my name is Maureen Kawasinguzi and I'm from a small village in Uganda. It's called Kiryandongo and that's where the school is, Mak-Jolly Primary and Kindergarten School. I know you've heard about it and you know a bit about it, and today I'll be telling you a little bit more about it. It started in 2012 and I was just fresh from university and I had all these ideas because I wanted to give back to the community. I had been so lucky because I had had an education as a young girl, which is difficult in our area, and I thought to myself, I want to do the same for other girls. Most cases when I'm in Denmark or when I'm talking to friends or parents, they always ask me, but why? Why did you decide to open a school? You know, it has a lot of challenges and all that. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I was sponsored as well. I had some people who sponsored my education. They were missionaries from the US and they paid for all that I needed at the school. And I want to thank you all who are sponsoring children, because see, if I hadn't been helped, then maybe I wouldn't be where I am right now. So you are making a very big difference, and I know one day some of these children will also testify and maybe also give back, and it will go on and on like this. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you. The children appreciate what you're doing, the parents, the guardians, and the community. So thank you so much. Wow, I can't believe it is already 10 years. I started with only 8 children in the school, and 4 I sponsored. I was giving free education to the 4, and then the other 4 were paying a bit for the food, and so I could pay the teachers. So I was also lucky because I was already teaching at the university. I had been offered a job, so that helped me to try and finance some of the things. And then I also had other friends. I had not met Pierre, who is my husband now, so I was still basically alone. And then in 2013, after a year, I met Pierre, and I remember he asked me that, do you have any children? And I said, yes, I have 56 children. Because after a year, they were already 56. So I told him I have 56, and he was like, what? I said, yes, it's because I have a school, and yeah, when I'm getting someone or getting married, I'm going with my children. So I thought he could be scared or something, but he wasn't. And he said, okay, then I will marry you, and then I will be a father to all your children. That was nice. So I would like to thank him as well, because from that time he never backed down, and we have been working together and we have been trying our best. And now we have close to 400 children. And that is amazing. Our family is growing. And we also had one of our own, and I guess that makes it 401. So we are happy about that. When Pierre first visited the school, our building, the first building, it had reeds and sticks, and then on top of the roof we had papyrus mats, and we had a trampoline to try and keep the rain out. So when he got in, I remember he was looking up and saying, what happens when it rains? When he was looking at the roof. And I said, well, we are managing. We would go to the neighbors where we had our office. So the first thing we did was we tried to get a proper roof for the building. And then we started out trying to raise some money, and one of the things we did was sell bricks in Denmark. When I visited, we were selling bricks and people were buying bricks, and that way we were able to build our first block, and that was the primary block, because we had expanded onto primary section. It was beautiful, it is still beautiful, and we are so grateful that that was done. And after some time we also got the kindergarten, and then we now have the kitchen, we have the clinic, and right behind me you can see we have the dormitory. That's the girls' dormitory. So over the years things have been coming up, and a number of clubs have helped, a number of churches like Kirsten Center, Biblivextile, Wise Men's Club, Lions Club, and individuals, and individuals, so many friends, families, and volunteers. So we are so grateful, and so much has been achieved. I know you will see all these and you will appreciate all that has been done. Thank you so much. On a special note, I want to thank Ernest. He was the very first man to believe in what we were doing, and he offered his boat. He actually said we could sell the boat. If we could sell the boat, then the money could go to the school. So Pierre and I went on Facebook and we tried to reach out to people, and we were lucky. Someone bought the boat. So that was good. And then he actually paid for the very first child who got a sponsor. And that girl is now in secondary. She's now in senior. Yeah, and she's so excited, So he has paid for 10 years. And we are so grateful. And then we had a challenge of water at some point, and then we had a volunteer here, Lisbeth, and then the church Christian Center. So we got resources together, including Wise Men, and we were able to get our borehole. I'm actually seated just right next to it, and there it is. So we are able to get water from there, so we are not lacking any water. We are so happy about that. And then we have solar. We have the solar systems. It's just amazing. So many things have been put in place. Things that if someone told me 10 years ago that we would have in this school, I would not have believed. I wouldn't, because I didn't know where the money was going to come from. I didn't have much, but yeah, it is so amazing. There is a number of things that we are planning to do, a number of projects that are going on, and one of the projects right now is farming. We want to try and do some farming because food has been the greatest challenge over the years, and I know most of you who are here, you have given some money at some point for this. We have fundraised. There's a time we even had a run, and a number of people from Europe town contributed, many shops contributed for that, and I think we need to find a lasting solution. And when I was talking to the support group that we have there in Denmark, we came up with an idea that maybe it's best that we have a farm where we can produce our own food. And one of the members in Kirsten Center actually gave money for half of the garden, and we paid, and the owner let us begin the farming. So this term we are already cultivating. We got money from the church, and we also got money from some friends from Wise Men's Club, I think this is going to be a good thing, because when we plant our own food, it's better than having to like fundraise all the time. So we fundraise once and say we're doing this for the farm, and I hope we're going to have an irrigation system, because one of the reasons that's why we are missing food is because of the sun. It's too hot here in Uganda. I think you can see in the background, it's already shining. So it's hot, so sometimes you can't predict the rains. And some parents' crops never do well because of this. So if we have an irrigation system, it will help. And then Kiryandongo Center is also planning to have the grinding mill, the machine. Once we get our corn, maize from the garden, then we can process it here at school, and we will have food that will be prepared in our kitchen. And I think that is going to solve a lot. We don't want to go through the scarcity of food again in the next 10 years. So I think if this is solved, we will be good to go, at least for the next 10 years, I hope. So when we meet again and we're talking about, oh, we're now 10 years, then we will be celebrating that at least we didn't have any hunger in the school. When we were hit by the COVID all around the world, yeah, we were also hit really hard, because the children had to stay home, and then we had to visit their homes. We were taking for them some books, and I'm glad Wise Men's Club and other clubs, Lions clubs, and Kiryandongo centers and friends, they donated so we could take books in homes. And then we were also having lessons in their homes, like gathering 10 of them, but still it wasn't like in school. It was difficult, but I'm glad that the children are back, and I'm glad we now also have a clinic. So we are managing, because the clinic was constructed during the COVID lockdown. We had lockdown for 2 years, so the clinic was constructed and it's helping a lot. So the aftermath of the COVID is still going on. The parents are really not doing well, and this year has been so hard via issues of food, via issues of classroom materials. Even parents who used to give a bit, they are finding it so difficult to do. But we hope that it will get better. I know it's all around, even in Denmark and other countries, it's the same. Prices have gone up, so it's difficult for everyone. And some children are dropping out. We have actually lost now almost 60 children, because the parents just can't anymore. So I'm encouraging, if you can spare a bit more, or if you have no sponsored child and you can help for a year or two, I think this is the time to really come in and help and sponsor a child so that they can have an education. I know after a year or two, most of the parents are going to recover, because they are doing the gardening and all that. Sponsoring a child for a year is about 1,000 krona, a little bit more. And yes, if you have a little bit to spare, I think this would be the time to come in and help. We are losing more. Even just today, some children were going back because they couldn't. Yeah, I know you will be seeing it on the anniversary, but I'm talking about when we recorded this. Thank you for coming today, for honoring our invite and being here. So I hope it's fun. I know it's going to be fun, and it's not just about Mak-Jolly. You can also get to know each other. Things like this bring people together. So I think now you have Mak-Jolly in common, and it's fun. I hope to come to Denmark sometime soon. I haven't been in Denmark for close to 3 years. So I miss Denmark, I miss people there. So I hope I'll see you and thank you in person as well. But I still thank you now. Thank you for standing with us when things were tough. And thank you for celebrating with us when we are celebrating. Thank you so much. And you can come and see us. Yeah, you can come and see us in Uganda. It will be fun and we could use the help here. There's some work you can do and also advise and also see the children. They're always happy to have people here. So for the last 10 years, we have some children who have been with us among the 8 I was telling you about, and now they are in their last class, primary 7, and they would maybe like to share some experience, what they have seen, and yeah, I think you'll be happy to hear from them as well.
My name is called Asal Gloria. I am here in Mak-Jolly and I just came back from research, but I studied here from baby class. I went because of some, my parents were somewhat difficult with the school fees. Now I came back because I got a sponsor. But things which I like from Mak-Jolly, the environment, the feeding, and the people and teachers, all the director, and even we were there. But when my heart is to come back to Mak-Jolly, because I used to like things when we are still young, and I used to like the way we used to be at night when we are still young. I remember the wedding of our director. We enjoyed that day. We ate cakes. We enjoyed so much. And some other ones used to come. We make fun with them as others have continued coming like you. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Kiryandongo Brian, pupil at the Mak-Jolly Kindergarten and Primary School. I'm glad for this time. I've been here in Mak-Jolly since baby class. Mak-Jolly has shown us too much love. They have loved us so much, as well the whites and Uncle Pia. We love them so much. They have showed us love since we were young. They have brought us up to here now. I'm in P7 class. He has been with us and he has brought for us other whites. We have befriended them and they have been also our friends. And also have been the friends of our parents. They have loved our families. They have given us good food and care. I thank them. And I request Uncle Pia to continue loving other pupils. Thanks.
My name is Mbawazia. I'm glad to be in Mak-Jolly since 2012. My first time to arrive at this school, I thought that I would not manage because they used to force me to come at school when I don't want. But when I saw the director carrying me plus Uncle P, I said I will manage this school because of whites. And our director, too much love she gave to me. She carried me when I'm sick. I used to come at school when I'm sick, and then she carries me. She tells me sorry. I feel peace when I'm at school. They wanted to change me, to take me to a certain school there in Kiryandongo. They all cried. I refused to put on clothes as I sat outside crying that I won't come back in Mak-Jolly until the rector came and told them they should leave me. I studied because they told her that they don't have school fees for paying for me. The rector said that school fees should not make you worry. Bring back our child. She will get a sponsor. When they got for me a sponsor, I was very happy and I used to perform well, but I got some challenges when I was going in high level studying like P5 there. I began declining because of the death of my mother. I felt I'm not having peace at all. And then they told me that don't lose hope, you'll continue, but I know that I'll improve. And I'm in primary 7 at this time since 2012. Mak-Jolly assures great love, peace. Our teachers all are good. director kept loving us since our childhood, and I know that we shall make it, and director will be happy with us. We shall get first grade in P7. Thanks. I want to thank also all those who managed to come here and see us, like those whites, and you. I thank you for coming, and also my sponsor, I thank her so much, and director, I thank her because she got for me a sponsor, and Uncle Pierre. Thanks.
My name is Kansi Mejen. I'm in primary 7 at Mak-Jolly. I liked Mak-Jolly. I think it's now 10 years I'm in Mak-Jolly. What I like about Mak-Jolly, it's a friendly school. It's a good school. Okay, it's a school that encourages somebody's talent. It is a nice school with children who are friendly. I have enjoyed a lot actually. So I like Mak-Jolly because I take it like a home. We stay in Mak-Jolly like a family. I do not even sometimes miss home because I've seen a lot of things in Mak-Jolly, things that are enjoyable, things that are good. For the years I've spent here, I take it like a home. So it's a very good, nice school. I like it so much. But it's just because of this year, things have gone high, the price, food, they are also facing challenges because of the money. That's the only things I've got in Mak-Jolly. But it is a nice school, and even I would not like to leave it. But I know I will leave maybe because I'm finishing P7, but I will be coming back and see my school because I like it so much. And I want to be a veterinary doctor. I know that I will make it, and I want to be the best in Uganda, and I know that I will make it because I can see my future is already bright. And I want to say thank you to my sponsor. Thank you for whatever you've done. May God bless you. And I also wish to see you. May God do the best for you for what you've done in my life. And the director also, who has helped me a lot, may God bless her so much. Thank you so much.